which we have to follow while we are making a sentence. So I think this alphabet is one. Vaishnavi has given an answer 17 one alphabets in a Japanese. Very good. So this is what about alphabet. Now second terminology in the this formal languages are called as a string or the words. Now as we know, the words or a string means what? It is a combination of alphabets. String or the word. How we will define the word? It is a finite sequence of symbols from the alphabet. Finite sequence. Finite is again a limited fixed size of or the which is having the end. So finite sequence of symbols from the alphabet is called as a string. Okay. So string is made up of any combination of alphabet, any combination of alphabet. So if we are using these alphabets that is called as a in a proper format, we'll call it as a syntax. Now in a technical word, in a programming languages, we are using two words called as a syntax, and second is called as a semantic. Okay. Now syntax means what? In a particular format, in a fixed format is called as a syntax. Fixed format is called as a syntax. So we can form the word or form the string with the any combination of alphabet. Yes, my word will be ready. Okay. That is called if I'm using fixed finite number of alphabets to form a symbol, we will say yes, it is a syntactically correct. Syntax is correct. Because what syntax means what? Finite number of finite number of alphabets is a word. So finite number of alphabets is there. So we'll call it as a word or strings. Now semantic means what? Meaning. Semantics stand for meaningful. Okay. So if I'm combining this alphabet, finite number of alphabets and making the word, but if that word doesn't have any meaning, so what we will say? It is semantically, it is not correct. Syntactically, it is correct. Syntax is correct. The rule means the format is correct. But the meaning, if we are not getting, we will say it is semantically, it is not correct. Means it is not meaningful. So we are going to use these two terminology, syntax and semantic. Okay. So now most probably you understand the what do you mean by string or the words. String or the word means what? Which is syntactically correct as well as semantically correct. A combination of alphabet must have some meaning. Then only we'll say it belongs to some language. Okay. So that is what your string or word means. Now string, for this string, we are having the one concept called as an empty string. Empty string. Now this is related with our TOC. Empty string means what? A string which doesn't have any alphabet. A string which doesn't have any alphabet. So that is called as an empty string. That is called as an empty string. Okay. Now empty string is represented with in a TOC with the called as a epsilon. Have you remember the symbol of epsilon? How the epsilon we are writing? Okay, we'll try with one more thing called as a notepad. Can we share notepad, PPT and the whiteboard at a time? We have to check. Whiteboard will share the whiteboard. Okay. Are you able to see the whiteboard as well as the PPT at a time? Yes, please let me know. Students.
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
you are able to see only notepad, whiteboard.
Whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay. No PPT is available.
Whiteboard.
Okay, chalo, no problem. So we'll one by one. So for empty string, we are using a symbol called as a epsilon. Okay, remembering this word, this symbol, epsilon. Epsilon means what? Empty string. Always remember throughout the TOC subject, we'll use this word called as a epsilon. Somewhere, just try to get, we'll just find this actual symbol in our PPT, but just for time being. So this is what your epsilon. So epsilon means what? A string or a language, anything with empty attribute, which doesn't have anything, is called as a epsilon. Okay. So this is what about the empty string. Now the second concept into the string is called as a omega. This W in your presentation is called as omega. Am I right? Huh? What do you learn in your discrete mathematics? This is called as the omega. Okay. So omega is nothing but a string. Remember, in TOC, theory of computation subject, epsilon is what? Your empty string. Epsilon is your empty string. And omega is your string. Omega is string, which contains the alphabet. Now here, take an example. This omega is equal to 01101 or anything, but it should not be empty. It should not be empty. So this is what your omega. So length of omega is your, in again the discrete mathematics, we are writing within the this symbol. Okay, so that is what your length. And a length we are, क्या बोलते हैं इसको, this symbol is called as something. So that will give you the length of a string. So omega summation, no summation nahi, this standing double vertical lines which I have
Mod.
written with omega. Huh?
Mod.
Mod. Yes, absolutely good. So mod of omega is nothing but omega is my string. So mod of omega is equal to the length of a string. Clear? So this is what your string is. This is what your string is. And epsilon means what? Empty string. So mod of epsilon is equal to 0 always. Because epsilon is nothing but an empty string. So mod is 0. So empty string is 0. This is what your string means. String is omega. Mod of omega is a string length. Epsilon is a empty string with the mod or the length equal to 0. Now this is summation. Actually, this summation is not the correct word for this symbol. Actually, this is called as a sigma. This is called as a sigma. But mostly in a mathematics, we are using this sigma symbol to show the summation. To show the summation. That's why mostly we know it as a summation. But actually here we will call it as a sigma. Okay. So sigma means what? The number of alphabet. Sigma means what? The number of alphabets. Sigma is what? Your number of alphabet. So sigma, we will write this number of alphabets with the symbol called as a sigma. So if I'm using the binary language, so I will say sigma equal to 0, 1. Means 0, 1. 0 and 1. Comma is and. So 0 and 1. These two alphabets are from the binary language. So for binary language, this sigma is your number alphabets. So for binary language, we'll write sigma is equal to 0, 1. 0, 1 like this. 0, 1. That is what your sigma is. Okay. So that is about the string and the alphabets. Mostly in the theory exam, they may ask for 1 mark the definition of alphabet or definition of string. But for sake of understanding all the problems, what we are going to cover further, we must know the concept very properly. Now the third concept is called a language. Now we know the alphabet, we know the string. Now what is the language? Now language is the combination of strings. Language is a combination of strings, which is syntactically correct as well as semantically correct, which is syntax format is correct and which is meaningful. Combination of such a